Hi, I'm John Twist of University Motors. I'm going to talk a little bit today about oil leak detection. I mean, you don't need anything more than the ground to know that you've got an oil leak. Here we've got a Morris Minor. A Morris Minor is like any other British car. It leaks oil. You can see the oil slick down here on the floor. I mean, you don't need any more than that to know that it's leaking. The question always is, where is it leaking? Okay? And as often as people think, oh, it's leaking out the drain plug, because you can see the oil hanging off the drain plug, all oil moves down because of gravity, and all oil moves to the rear of the car because of the wind against the car when you're driving. So all that oil hanging off the bottom of the gearbox might be from the gearbox, but chances are it's from the valve cover, the side covers, which are leaking, and then all that oil's coming down, washing down to the bottom. Now there's a really cool way to find what the leak is. Come on over, we'll look at this TC. And for whatever reason, this TC has lost its starter motor. So we've got this oil stuff. Let me get the can for you. This is a Napa part, Ball Camp part, 765-2661. Okay, that's the Napa part. Okay, this is an oil dye. Okay, so what we do, it's a UV dye or tinta para, or well, we'll stop with the foreign language. I'm not sure of that. So we take this stuff and we pour it into whatever is leaking. In this case, it would be the engine. So you'd unscrew it and pour the whole thing in. You can pour it in the gearbox, you can pour it in the radiator. It's UV dye, right? Then, with the key on, I think I turned the key on, you can start the car up. There it goes. So now you let the engine run for a while, and then you get out your black light. Remember the black light you had when you were a teenager in those posters in your dormitory room that you wanted to show to the girl that you really didn't want to show to the girl? You wanted the girl to show something to you? Anyway, since we've already got the leak sorted out on this one, I spread some of this UV dye down here. Look, it looks like mud or orange juice. Or I don't know what it looks like on the camera here, but it's very, very obvious. So you can watch this oil, the oil leak, you can watch it and you can see exactly where it's coming from the engine. In this case, the whole underside of the engine was awash with oil. I mean, it was covered. So we cleaned it off. We put in the UV dye. Let me turn the car off here. We put the UV dye in it after we cleaned the inside off. We let the thing run for, I don't know, 10 minutes the most. Out of one oil fitting, there it was, coming right down. A pressure leak. Geez, of all the kinds of leaks to have, pressure leaks are the worst. A passive leak, like out of a gasket or a seal, that's one kind of leak, but something out of the oil pressure system, that's quite something else. Drip, 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 there's only so many drips, so many drops in a gallon. Well, I know these take 6 quarts, but point made. Anyway, that's how to find it. That Ball Camp, that Napa dye, and the UV light, okay? And you can find leaks effortlessly. Hey, I'll be in Toronto this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Must be about the 13th and 14th. So if you are in the Canadian area around Toronto, Buffalo, want to drive up, and contact the MG Car Club Toronto. Hey, until then, safety fast.